Boy howdy Kevin, it's that time of year again where we're going to talk about another shitty ban list update video.
That's right, only this time we've got something interesting. We just had an OCG...
The OCG has gotten 3 ban lists in the time that it's taken us to get one.
Yep, I didn't kill myself after yesterday's video, but honestly thinking about that, I'm kind of debating it.
Stratus is at 2.
Yeah, they get Stratus, we get none. So a big thing that we need to consider is that links are coming out. So...
in August?
July.
Alright.
The July 21st is our official link release date. But we need to think to ourselves, now wait, how are they going to prep us for it? What do they bring in to get us ready for links? And that's what we're here to talk about today.
So this is going to be broken down into certain tiers. We're going to talk about banned cards that might return, limited cards that could go up/down, and then just cards that they just hit in general. Mm-hmm. So, first off, Rescue Cat. It's getting eroded. Will it come back?
Yes.
Probably.
They wouldn't do this whole big reprint for it. Same thing with Imperial Order. They wouldn't reprint, give us the errata in that new sexy ultra rare if they weren't coming back. I think it's a given.
I think if Imperial Order comes back, it's my same reasoning behind if we get Heavy Storm / Harpy's Feather Duster. Mm-hmm. I feel that if Imperial Order comes back, we have to get Judgment.
Yes.
At least that's the way I see it. Just because I don't think they'll trust. Like, Imperial Order is still very powerful. Mm-hmm. But we just need some type of out that isn't, like, Trap Stun / Jinzo / just anything. Because it's still, you can't MST it.
Now, if I'm correct, though, you can still put your Pendulum Scales on the field. Because it negates the effects, it doesn't negate activation.
That's a tough call. Maybe.
I think that's how that works.
Well, whatever.
And not only that, like, everyone main decks Diamond Direwolf. Everyone main decks Kistel.
Well, if you play rank 4s.
Yeah. So every deck.
Well.
Every deck. Basically what I'm saying is every deck these days has an out to this card. It's not... I mean, it's still insanely powerful. It is not the be-all, end-all it once was, though.
Alright.
So that's fine.
Is Stratos coming back? I feel... everyone says free Stratos. I want to say, if Konami's ever going to bring this card back, it's going to go to 1 first, see how that goes, and then change it from there. I mean, the OCG had it at 1 last ban list before the one that we just got, and now it's at 2 there. So obviously they're trying to test the waters, see how heroes are doing, and they're not doing shit. So, will we get Stratos? That's a tough call, but if we do, it's going to be to 1 first. I
think when it comes to my boy Stratos... it's also important to remember in the OCG, Shadow Mist is at 1 there.
That is true.
I forgot about that yesterday. It's at... so it's like heroes are dead in the water there. They were dead in the water here when Stratos got banned, but I'm at the point where I do think it is true there's a guy at Konami who just doesn't like the card for whatever reason. And I get it. Like, yeah, you can spam his effect. I think if he came back at 1, though, it wouldn't change the state of heroes. Because, like, what do you do with Stratos in the deck? Summon it, add a Shadow Mist. Okay, now I'm done for the turn. Now, on the one hand, though, Honesty Neos comes out in Duelist Saga, and summon the Stratos, get the Honesty Neos to hand. You now have an out to everything. Like, it's basically Utopia the Lightning levels of out to shit, because Stratos will just beat over everything, but that also might be a good way to promote Honesty Neos, like, give heroes that teeth back. So, again, like, if we knew why they banned Stratos in the first place, maybe we could take it from there, but for now...
because heroes were just broken.
Yeah, they were totally top tier. Remember all those times they just curb stomped Burning Abyss before Darklaw came out?
You know it.
Oh, yeah. Moving on.
So, Sherritt's here just because people are hyping up Necros because since we're going into Link format, the format's going to be a lot fucking slower. And Necros thrive in a slow format. So, Sherritt's here. I really don't think it's going to be unbanned. And if it does, it's going to be limited. But I really don't think it's going to 1. I feel Necros are fine where they are, but that's just me. Plus, we're getting Diamond Dust, so therefore we could technically get Necros back slightly, since we now have the fucking out we should have had in Necros format.
Yeah.
But it's like, I still don't feel like Necros coming back is a good thing.
This is where it gets tricky, because not only will it be slower, but Necros is main deck, so they're not limited to this extra deck zone stuff. I mean, they only... in Necros format, for those of you who don't remember, they would only ever make, like, the 1 Lavavel chain, which is banned anyways. But it's like, I I don't think it's a good idea. I feel like if you give Necros Shruit back, they just jump right back to Tier 1, almost Tier 0 status. And I don't think when you want to promote a more balanced meta, it's a good idea to bring back one of the strongest decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! History. I think it might be better to let Shruit stay gone. At least we'll see how things go the first couple of months.
All right. So, Rapid Fire, Pot of Avarice, I don't think it's going to come back.
Probably never.
I mean, it's a slight possibility. I mean, do they even have it in the OCG? They do have it at 1.
And so it's not doing anything.
It's not really doing anything. So it might, but who knows?
I always thought it could have came back with Pendulum format because with Pendulums, they go to the extra deck anyways, so the card opening is dead. Like, what really made this card broken was when we had all that grave shit. Dragon format, it was still legal, I think?
Yeah.
So it's like you just dumped it full of dragons and then basically got a free draw too and then dumped those same dragons back later anyways. It's curious to see what happens with links, especially now that people can just spam tokens to get their links out.
Scapegoat hype.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
So Gateway, you can just go to fucking 3. Like, for the love of God, just give us Gateway.
If anything, like...
6 Sams aren't going to fucking top anywhere. They might top a regional just because 6 Sam hype, but other than that, what the fuck does it do against the fucking shit we have right now?
I think Gateway coming back would be a great way to promote 6 Sams, because remember, 6 Sams don't spam the extra deck. They'd get out the 1 Xian and then just be like, deal with that, baby. I feel like in a format where it will essentially be 1 extra deck monster or put in more resources to spam, I feel like Xian is a good idea. And I feel like maybe if you get Gateway, that'll get the ball rolling.
Alright. Super Poly.
I want it, but no.
Alright.
It'll steal games in this new in-link format.
Yeah, that's also true. Onto the limited cards that we might go up and down. Kieran, now, here's the problem. Pendulums have been power creep to hell. Mm-hmm. Not only because who the fuck is playing Metal Foes in Zoo format, but who the fuck is playing Pendulums in Link format? That's the better question. Because if you put your Pendulums down, you have 3 spell and traps to work with now. Mm-hmm. You're completely locked out of 2 zones. And if you summon from the extra deck, they go to the extra deck zone. So, I feel Kieran, albeit a problem in the past, it's been power creeped enough where I don't think it needs to get hit. But if Konami does hit it, I would not expect it. Or I would not expect it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Right now, I don't think Kieran's a big problem. I think 1 is... Well, on the one hand, though, it's tough because you get him out, he bounces back to hand, you could always just link Pendulum him...
Again, so
yeah,
it's back in hand.
But at the same token, like I feel like we're going to see Pendulums just act as mini engines to get to your more usable links. It's a tough one. I mean, we'll have to see. We definitely know Konami TCG doesn't like Pendulums, hence why they pushed the Magicians back so late. I don't know if you maybe just want to ban Kieran ahead of time in case Magician Pendulums are a thing. I've said this before. They won't be.
Or just Magic Specters in general.
It's kind of... That's another one. We're going to have to see, like... I never thought we'd be at the point where we'd be debating Kieran's functionality.
Morale Attack, it just got recently unlimited in the OCG. I don't think we should get it back at 3. I feel it should be at 2, though. Albeit the Artifact Engine is at another high right now in the TCG, just because everyone's splashing it in certain things. There's Invokeds that are mainly using it. But the Artifact Engine is coming back in a big way, and I feel that Morale Attack at 2 wouldn't make the engine as super broken as it once was when it was at 3, but it would be better than it is right now.
I'd rather he stay at 1. The Scythe play is so deadly. I don't want a Scythe play and also having to worry about this motherfucker killing my best monster and then being a 2100 beat stick. I keep him at 1.
Rescue Rabbit.
Keep him at 1.
I feel it should go to 2. Like, I know...
Dinosaurs are coming.
I know, that's the point. If they want to promote dinosaurs, I would say put Rabbit to 2.
They don't need to promote dinosaurs. Everyone's already hyped. Also, let's not forget, Link format. Summon your 2 normal monsters. Summon the Logia in the extra deck zone. Deal with that, baby. So, that being said, if it came to 2, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I'd prefer it to stay at 1. All
right, Book of Moon going to 2.
Who cares at this point? Again, Links can't even go to defense mode. What's it matter?
I feel Rhoda might go back up. Just because, when did they even ban it? It was his Teller Knights.
Yeah, when they won Worlds.
So it was like, I feel now that Rhoda going to 2... If Rhoda went to 2, I would understand it just because, you know, it's going to be a slower format, so it might just go up slightly, but I'm not sure.
Depends on if they hit Tenki. Tenki's down there. If Tenki moves, Rhoda should be equal. I don't think it's fair Beast Warriors get their Unlimited Searcher and we don't get ours. Anyways.
Bottomless can go to 2.
Why is it not at 3?
The Torrential can go to 2.
Why is it not at 3?
The Pulse can go to 2.
I think it should stay at 1. I feel like being able to take out that real strategic link could be a problem. So, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. Anti-spell, we're leaving Pendulum format. It's not going to be as relevant. It will always be an annoying card.
I mean, but this is still a spell-heavy format. Who the fuck is playing traps other than Solemns? And D-barriers?
Yeah, but I just feel that, I don't know, it's a good out to barrage. Like, you get the anti-spell turn 1, like, you know. Vanities, stay at 1 forever.
Okay. So on to cards that... we should talk about these banned cards. I completely forgot about that. Construct.
Bring it back.
Bring it to 1. Don't bring it to 2. To 1 is fine.
Yeah.
It should never have been banned.
Yeah, that was
like, bullshit. I completely understand why. I can see the reasoning behind it. But it's like, Construct in Link Summoning format, I feel would be fine.
Yeah.
Exciton, the card that if we had, none of the bullshit for the past 4 formats wouldn't have existed.
He never needed to be banned. I've contended from day 1 this card is perfectly balanced. He's easily outable, especially with kaijus. You can play around his effect, no problem, and his stats are low enough to just beat over it. That being said, though, with seeing as you'll have to do more setup in Link format to get to your big plays, maybe, like, I don't know. Like, it's a tough call. Like, we'll have to see in a couple weeks once the links have been out in the OCG what happens.
Noted.
I'm fine with Norden. He's only as good as the rank 4s he goes into. I think the big problem is this bullshit Lunar Light combo. And I like the idea that he's a 1-card comeback. But again, he is only as good as what he summons. I'm fine with him at 1. We got to rapid fire these. We're running out of time.
This is true. So Cosmo, the reason Cosmo is here is just because, it's a
TCG exclusive
It's a TCG exclusive. No, not anymore. But it's going to be very popular in Link Summoning format.
Yeah.
Just because they're big ships.
Yeah.
So I feel like I completely understand why Dark Destroyer was limited. I've been over this a while ago when we did our last ban list review. But it was just like, I completely understand why Dark Destroyer's at 1. I still believe Tin Can was the problem. So I feel Dark Destroyer should go to 2, and Tin Can should be either limited or banned.
I agree with that one. Moving on.
Union Hanger, will they limit it?
I think ABCs are really hurt under links because they need to get out that Tsukuyomi to get out their ABC Buster.
That's true.
I saw lawn mowing ABCs the other day, and it's interesting. I don't think it will have the capability that Infernoids do because they don't sync with it that well.
Yo, Zoo, let's go. So Terratop's is obviously going to go to 1.
Kill it with fire!
Terratop's going to 1. Molrat.
Kill it! Kill it with rat poison!
That's going to probably go to 1.
Ban it. I don't like that card.
That card's going to go to 1.
I think he's fine at 1, yeah.
Tanky.
We talked about it.
Okay.
Metal foes don't matter right now.
Care. This needs to go to 1 or banned. Yeah. Fuck this card.
I love kaijus for what they allow you to fix. That card makes all the fun of them.
The way we're using this right now, it has 3 effects and all of them are fine.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it's a 3-card card, a 3-effect card that literally has no flaws.
6 board wipes basically can be in the main deck right now.
Okay, so Blue Eyes. The reason why it's here is because fucking Link Summoning format. It's going to be very popular. It's arguably, on everyone who talks about it, is their number 1 for Link Summoning format.
I respectfully disagree. I think Cosmo and Infernoid.
I feel that if they're going to hit Blue Eyes, it's either going to be Sage or Return.
I say don't. They're not doing anything now. Let them have their time in the sun with Link. I don't care anymore.
Gofu and Fairy Tail.
These 2 need to get hit.
I feel that we're going to get a ban list closer to Link Summoning format after whatever
I think that'll probably be our world's
we get.
I think that'll be our world's ban list.
So these cards, I feel, are going to be... Like, they're not going to be hit right now, but they're to be, like, kept their eyes on.
I could see Fairy Tail Snow getting semi-limited right now, just because the Infernoid thing is annoying. But, I mean, it does help deal with zoos. Gofu isn't super big right now. It will be when links come out. I prefer Gofu gets hit with that right after World's ban list, though.
And then Toad should be limited.
I say ban to And I love Toad, but it's cancer.
So yeah, we're done here.
Yep, because we literally have 7 seconds.
I mean, we could always make another video.
Screw that shit.
Oh, okay. Well, bye.
Bye, guys.